Deep in the woods, under the cold mountain air,
I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life. And I know this might sound sensational or something that...
cameras captured what no one was ready to see, from strange voices echoing in caves.
Coming in here, there's no wind even fork up. Holy.
To footsteps circling lonely tents, these solo campers found that nature hides more than beauty. It hides something watching back. High in the lonely mountains, a giant plane lay hidden for decades.
Off trail a bit, but I reckon we can find it.
It took me hours of hiking until I summited my first mount, and I could make my way deeper into the mountain range. I hadn't seen anyone or any trace of people during that time.
Its broken metal glinted under the fading sun, and the trail to reach it twisted through steep rocks.
But it seemed quite untouched, and I was able to explore around the wreckage. To be honest, it was a heavy and quite emotional experience to look around such a tragic sight. In the summer of 1986, this Douglas DC-6...
Every step brought the explorer closer, and the air grew heavier with mystery. Finally, the traveler reached the plane, yet something strange waited there.
I'm gonna get out of here. This is really creepy.
No one had been there for years, and the mountains kept their story locked away, daring anyone brave enough to uncover it. The wind was calm, and the forest seemed at peace, yet deep inside the dark trees, something was waiting to be heard.
I was woke up by something I've never heard in my life. And I know this might sound sensational or something that...
In April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason began his solo trip into the mountains. His goal was simple, just one quiet night surrounded by nature. The day passed slowly, and nothing felt strange at first.
Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them. And it started on the other side of my camp.
Yet, when darkness fell, the silence broke. From far across the ridges came a sound that no forest should ever make. Far from the city lights of Australia, YouTuber Matt Field walked for hours through wild land until he reached a cave hidden deep in the hills.
Let's do this.
His friend had warned him about strange things inside, yet he went alone with only his camera and food. At first, it was quiet.
Old for ages, and then it sort of just hit another rock on the bottom. But the second sound, I froze, man. I was like frozen, like I couldn't move. I was just waiting for something just to like whack me. It's just strange, very strange feeling.
Then rocks began to fall near the entrance, and footsteps echoed from the dark. Later, a heavy chain inside the cave began to move by itself. There was no wind, only silence.
Coming in here, there's no wind even fork up. Holy. Oh my fucking God.
His voice shook as he whispered that something was in there with him.
Alright, I'm just gonna go sit back down in my corner.
By night, he heard soft hissing, almost like voices calling from the dark.
That sound, it was not normal.
When the sun finally rose, he left quickly and never returned to that cave again. It was a quiet night in December 2017 when the creator of the channel Roadie parked his truck for a simple night of rest.
So it was probably around like 1:30 in the morning when I heard someone walking around my truck. And whenever you're sleeping, somewhere public and you hear somebody walking right outside your truck.
His channel usually showed peaceful moments on the road, the calm of open land, and the beauty of living free. Yet that night turned very different. Around 1:30 a.m., a hooded man appeared from the dark, slowly circling the truck.
So what you'll see here in a second, he pulls out his phone and starts taking...
He took pictures of the license plates, unaware that the owner was quietly watching from inside. The truck bed was dark, so the man likely thought it was empty. He walked around for several minutes, shining his flashlight at the windows as if searching for something.
My license plate or something like that. I'm not sure why he was doing this, so I thought maybe, I wasn't allowed to park there and he was taking pictures of my license plate, but it's kind of odd to be doing that at 1:30 in the morning, and he didn't look like a security guard or anything like that.
The silence grew heavy, and tension filled the air. Then the traveler hit the truck wall hard, letting the man know he was there. The hooded stranger froze for a moment, then ran off into the night, leaving only questions behind. The mountains had already tested many explorers, yet this next story showed how silence can become the scariest sound of all.
Just pacing around out there. So, I'm going to talk it out with the GoPro.
It was 3:30 in the morning, deep in the wild lands of Ontario, where YouTuber John from Lost Lakes camped alone with no signal and no help nearby. His camera shook as he whispered that something was moving outside his tent.
And the pacing continues. It's all gravel here. This is a kind of a boat launch.
Heavy footsteps circled him again and again, pressing closer each time. In a place known for black bears, every sound carried danger. He held a hatchet, bear spray, and an air horn, yet nothing felt enough.
Something literally just touched my tent before I turned on the camera, but I don't think it's whatever is making that noise. It was probably just a mouse or something.
His car sat just outside, but his keys were gone, lost somewhere in the dark.
Second, there's no cell signal here.
The pacing went on for nearly an hour before fading back into the forest. When the sun rose, the ground was still, yet the fear stayed with him. The calm roads of Cornwall seemed peaceful, yet that quiet night in September 2022 turned tense for YouTuber Sean.
Not make it obvious that I'm going to be staying in the van, so I'm going to pull the blinds across now and then probably just get in the back and just stay back there.
His videos usually showed simple nights of camping across the UK, cooking meals and resting under the stars.
Get into bed, get cozy, turn the lights off.
That evening, he parked his van beside a lonely road, careful to stay hidden because camping there was not allowed. Everything felt normal as he cooked dinner and went to sleep early. Then, at 2 a.m., a sudden noise woke him. Someone was outside. The sound of hands trying the van's door sent fear through the dark. It was no police officer, no friendly tap, only quiet movement and a shaking handle. After a few seconds, the intruder left without a word.
It wasn't just a knocking, they were trying the handle.
Sean stayed still until morning, then quickly drove away, grateful that the night ended with nothing worse than a scare. If these stories made your heart race, imagine being there alone, in the dark. From caves to forests, danger hides where silence lives. So, before you go camping alone, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more real encounters caught on camera.